What is up, everyone? Welcome back for week 2 of the fall winter season. Today, is it technically week 2? Usually they skip week 2 and it'll be like the Air Force One drop, but this week they're doing the Nike SB Dunk Lows that everyone's been talking about. They do have real leather, so unfortunately I will not be going for a pair for myself. I do have an 11-15 time slot and also an 11:30 at Supreme, so I'm gonna try to go to both stores. Reservation was a little bit tricky this week. Yeah, I had issues with the reservation. First one for the Supreme. So let me show you what reservations look like really quick. So everyone always asks me if you do follow, this is the stream. So this is the website. This is what it's called. waitwow.com/accounts/Supreme New York. And then on 8 a.m. PST, they drop it on Tuesdays. So Tuesdays, 8 a.m. PST. They do it for week 1. They do it for like a really crazy hyped week like this week they did it. So if they do like another big collab, like say if they do another Burberry drop, something crazy like that, they'll do reservations or even Nike collabs. So if they have a Nike collab, they'll do it here. And then you obviously pick the location. So this is what popped up first, and then later, like a second later, Dover Street Market popped up. So went for Supreme. Obviously, I tried to go for the 11 a.m. spot, which everybody does. It's tough, so you have to get lucky or just be really fast. Couldn't get it. Tried 11:15, 11:30. So I kept on trying different times. I think eventually it kept on telling me that I already registered. And then I did Dover Street Market at 11:15. But Dover Street Market is getting the shoes, so yeah, we'll see. StockX does have 100% off seller's fee, so these, if you're planning on selling it, these are just going to drop in value. Could be a good or bad thing. I'm probably going to try to sell some stuff on there. But yeah, blue pair, regional exclusive. Black and white pairs, I think they're going to have a lot, so I don't think they're going to be going for much. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to Dover Street Market, try to get one of the blue pairs, sell it right away, and then go to Supreme afterwards to see what they have. Oh yeah, I also want to get the those little toys. One of those little, oh my god, I'm blanking on the name of the thing. I guess I could check it really quick. The this little thing, how do I pronounce it? The Gashapon. Oh my god, I want to. So yeah, this is available for in-use store only. So try to film myself getting it. I think it costs $18, but it looks pretty cool. It's like small little accessories, just small little toys of like previous accessories. So that's a reason why I'm gonna go to this. That's another reason why I want to go to the Supreme store to use that. Dover Street Market, I'm shocked if they'll have these. Yeah, you can't buy the whole machine. It's just you get the chance of getting one of these like 6 little things. So it's a little gloves, this is car, arcade, like a pinball machine, little toolbox. I want the little guitar. Like that's the one item I want to get. So the little guitar, and this is the is it a record player? But the guitar one is the one I want. Record player would be number 2. The other ones are kind of like meh, but the little guitar is the one I want to get. What's up? Hopefully, if you're going for these, good luck. I'm gonna be going on them. I'm gonna be using my phone. So plan is to go on the phone. Oh, you can't buy the machine yet. You can only buy the toys. I think it's $18 per spin. I have no idea how, like, if you paid up front. But yeah, I kind of want to go to the Supreme store to do that. I want to get the little The little tiny guitar. But time to lock in. We got a minute till this drop happens. Once again, I'm gonna be going on my phone. I stopped labeling this as a live cop because everyone's like, oh, you're not even filming yourself, but that's because I'm not gonna put in all my information for you to see. But here we go. It's gonna be, we don't have a shoe tab, but 30 seconds. This is the only thing dropping week 2. We'll be going to store. Hopefully I can go to both stores. If not, I'll just go to Dover Street Market. I'm gonna try to go to Supreme. All right, we got 10 seconds. 5 seconds. And it's go time. Okay, lock in. All right, don't fuck me up on these captchas. All creatures that walk on 4 legs. Dog. So pick the dogs. Don't go too fast. Okay. Pick a dog. So now we're in this queue. Yeah, blue one's gonna be limited. Black and white have more stock. Don't be surprised, dunks are bricks now, so they might just be going close to retail. And then after this, we'll talk about like week 1. I do want to have like, take a look at some things, take a look at prices. That's kind of thing I want to cover. But come on. Still sitting in this queue. It's not looking good. All right. But yeah. I don't think these are going to be going for much, especially with the StockX like taking 100% off. I think seller's fees. But like I said, I'm going to try to sell some stuff. Might call for me? Yeah, I'll let you know. If it's not looking good, I'm still in this queue. We're almost 2 minutes in. Still in this queue. I don't want to keep. I don't want to look. Yeah, this is not looking good unless they're doing this for everybody. Oh, told me they sold out. Oh my god. Yeah, these sold out. Damn, blue ones are gone. So I was just going for the blue ones. Like I said, unfortunately, what about the white pair? Yeah, it's leather upper, nubuck upper. I wish they made like a canvas pair for somebody like me who would, because they did all materials. They did suede, nubuck, and leather. It would have been cool if they just did like a canvas one. Or just something different. Would have been really cool if they just, because they did different materials, so it would have been better if they did it for different locations. Because I might have had to pay that price just to get that canvas pair. But yeah, this is only one. This is the one that's going to resell. These still have a bunch sitting. Up to 13. As soon as I got through the queue, it sold out. But that's it. Yeah, that's it for the release today. Like I said, I just kind of went these. I wasn't going to keep them. I just want these to sell. I don't wear leather. I actually don't like promoting leather, but yeah, that was it for the release. As soon as I got through, it told me sold out. So other These other ones might brick. 13s are still sitting. 12. But yeah, that sold out fast, so I kind of want to see what the prices are right now before StockX just destroys the value. Because in about an hour, the seller's fee thing goes into effect. I wish I knew if I would get a pair, because I would just sell it right away. Usually that's what I try to do. All right, these are Supreme, Nike SB, Dunkalo. And then after this, I do want to take a look at last week's items, because there's a couple surprises in terms of like the value and like resale that I did not expect. I'm gonna pick like a popular size. I'm gonna go with a 10 and see where the... Okay, if these are like all these already the ship to me option, that means all of these are like backdoored. That's not a good sign. So $250, that's not after fees. Make a solid like $80. That's fine, but that means the other ones are probably going close to retail. So these a little bit above retail, so it's like, okay, it's not a big difference. So it might just be like, you might just make like $40 to $50 on these. Okay, white ones are probably like the ones that are doing the worst. Yeah, still around, like not far off, but wow, these are sitting for a little bit. White ones up to 13 still. Could I? Of course, there's a... I'm just adding a 12 to see what happens. Let's see how long this queue sits if I'm going. I will say you can get, if you have the Supreme community restock notifications, you might get lucky enough to get a restock, but there's a good chance these were botted. But I'm shocked to see how much stock are on these, because that means black and white pair probably have heavy stock. Yeah, I didn't want to go for them, just not going for much. I only went for the blue ones just because the value. But yeah, that's the price right now. They are gonna dip just because of the StockX seller's fees thing. But Supreme is back. Supreme is back amongst the youth. I will say that. So people are saying Supreme is back amongst the youth. So they're going to brick. Suede is a Planet Clean. Yeah, I know lately the app has been working pretty smooth for me. But I see these black and white ones bricking. Especially seeing the stock on the Cardi tees and how long it took them to drop these SBs. I feel like they took their time and made a crazy amount of pairs. But yeah, moving on from we're gonna move on to week 1. We're gonna take a step back. The most popular item was the Cardi tee. If you take a look, it's not going for much. You make a solid $10 on StockX. But Looks like smalls are back. So like I said, the kids are getting into Supreme right now. So, and kids are smaller, so smaller sizes are starting to be the money size now. So we're taking a step back, like maybe, I don't know, I want to say 6 years ago when, maybe, I don't even remember, when smalls were like the popular size and hardest one to get, that has the highest value. Looks like we're going back to that, which kind of sucks because in terms of jackets and like jerseys, I get smalls, but shirts, I don't wear smalls. I wear medium shirts. But last sale is 110 for the small, and then like if you go to a large, it goes down to 79. The app sucks. But oh yeah. Oh, okay, so now it's sold out. Let's see. I'm just testing this out. There's still a good amount. I'm a size 10. Like if I really wanted a pair, if I really wanted to get the black or white pair, I feel like I'd have no issues if I really went on the site. Just a blue pair seems to be like the one. So if these end up breaking, I might just avoid going to Supreme. But the value's still there though. It's a little early to see the prices on StockX just because, like, if you're in the West Coast and you bought a pair, you're not gonna get it for like a good minute. Like I still haven't got my week 1 things. They don't come until next week. I think it says like Tuesday. But yeah, here in the West Coast, it takes us like for week 1, it takes us almost 2 weeks to get our items. Okay, this is like, by now, this is like the lowest ask. Yeah, these are kind of low. So in like an hour, these are gonna drop down to like under 200. Okay. I'm gonna pick a smaller size and see if I could still see how long the queue is. So black one sold out now. But I was in that queue for like a solid 2 minutes. Let's see. Black ones are not doing great. It's a little bit higher. Blue ones, I know for sure. Those are just going to be high. But yeah, that's it for week 2. Week 2 seems like we had a quick sellout. Let me know if you got a W or an L. I got an L this time. I did try to get the blue ones, but I didn't want to buy the black ones just to like end up making my money back. Oh yeah, also in like, I forgot the EU store, they're letting you get all 3 colorways. So like that's another reason why stock must be crazy high. I know Dover Street Market's only gonna let you get 1 just because they have limited amount. Oh, restock. Restock. Restock for which one? Oh yeah, I gotta put my Supreme community notifications on. So the Supreme community app, if you just go to the restock, hit the country you're in, the little bell in the corner, but seeing like the other pairs might have a lot. I'm just gonna have a crazy amount. Yeah, this queue's, so maybe even if you ended up going later, you're gonna be stuck in this queue for a good minute. I just want to see how long this takes for me to get through. Let me see what. So the last two sizes are 7.5 and 8 for the white pair. In terms of colorways, I think the white one's the best one. But like I said, I don't wear leather, so I'm not going for them to keep. But yeah, I wish they kind of mixed it up, did other materials. Same thing with the Nike Air Force Ones. I wish they did some like the old canvas Air Force Ones. I almost thought about buying a pair, like a used pair for I think 300, but I was like, I can't buy a used pair for 300. Still in this queue. All right, let's check my phone really quick. Yeah, size 8 is still sitting. I'm not seeing any restocks because I it's just taking too long. We'll go back to it. I want to get talking about week 1 items. So yeah, Cardi tees. They made a lot of them. People were camping like overnight for these, which is I think that's cool. Like people that are just getting into it, they're camping out with their friends. Sounds like it'd be like a fun thing to do. But I literally showed up like an hour after, and I was in line for maybe 20 to 30 minutes, and I still could see all the Cardi tees still sitting, besides the black one. Unless you really wanted the black one, you didn't have to camp it. Jerseys, let's take a look at the jerseys first. I want to see how these are doing. Black one's gonna be doing the best. They're doing better than I thought. I did get all 3. I'm probably gonna keep the white one. I'm leaning towards the white one just because I don't have like a white Supreme jersey, and then I don't know. We'll see when they come in. So jerseys are doing a little bit better than I expected. See, the size small. Smalls are just like the surprise sizes. They didn't have any smalls in store by the time I went in. Usually they're the ones that sit the longest just because people like to get mediums. So EU restocked at 410, all pairs. Yeah, because the thing is, I know people that were botting the site, so that's the thing. Okay, let's go back. Officially sold out, so I couldn't get through the queue. Let me get this off the. Let's remove this. They're all officially sold out. Back to talking about week 1. Jerseys were super popular. They sold out online. This was a popular shirt. But I know week 1 tees, they end up making a lot of these. In terms of the value, it's really not going for much. What else? Let's see. A surprise item are these tag beanies. So the tag beanies are definitely a sleeper item. I think these were like $40 or 40 something. I like them. I just completely forgot about them. I didn't want to single cart them. I think for my 3rd cart. Yeah, all 3 colorways I think are above 70. So these are around 70. Black one is the best one. This was a sleeper item in terms of like resale, and I did not see any restocks. So I have these restock notifications. The Real Tree stuff did not do as well as I thought it would. Unless they made a lot of it, I thought all the real tree bags were gonna sell out right away. I got these real tree pants, which the ones that come online I'm gonna sell. They're going a little bit above retail, but not like enough to make some money. Last sale's $288, but it must have been a while ago because now the lowest ask is $240. Last sale's $200. These are not performing that great because retail was $168, and looks like people are just selling it to get their money back. Okay, then my favorite item of the week, but I couldn't pull the trigger on buying this, is the reflective arc hooded work jackets. There's a few like big sales. Last sale was $531. Retail was $368. After tax, I think it would have been like $409 is what I saw on my phone, because I was thinking about it. But these are items that I think will go up in value. I could be wrong. Depending on the colorways, it seems like the black one and also the denim one are the best ones. I like all three of them. I put low ask on them. Unfortunately, people already like outbid them, so I don't think I'll be able to hit this for under retail. That's another thing for like expensive items. I like to place a low bid, like a reasonable low bid. See if somebody's like desperate to sell it. But I was trying to do that on these, and then somebody already outbid me pretty quick on all three colorways for a good amount. I can see these like going up in value, especially during like the winter time when people want to wear this. What else? Devotion tee. I have no idea how this one did. This was another tee that people liked a lot. It's at a like decent price. I could see this one going up in value. Like I said, the real tree bags are not doing that great. Let's see a couple other items. I did not click on this lighter. This was an expensive one. I think this was like $400. Last sale's $5. Okay, so I'm not logged in, so I can't see the amount of sales, but I guess this one's still doing pretty well. Yeah. Newer hats are not doing that great. We have the ATV 6 panels are doing better than I expected, especially for it being a re-release. Camo one, last sale is $114. This was my favorite hat of the week. Maybe I should have just got for the camo just to like kind of sell, but black one, even the black one has some like high sales that I did not expect. But yeah, this is my favorite hat of the week. I knew it was gonna sell out. I just did not expect it to have some sort of resale. Take a look at the rugbies. There's so many things for week one. Oh, okay, so we have some Dunks restock. Just the white one, and it's gone. Well, it looks like we have a sale for $304. I guess these rugbies are selling. Did they end up selling out online? I'll take a look. Okay, the black one did sell out. Yeah, these are... I did not... See, a lot of week one items, I'm surprised. Like, medium sold close to... But large and small. People got a good little sale there. Like a quick 100. But they did sell out. Alright. Let's take a look at the Rob Zombie tee. I kind of regret not picking this up. I might see if they have it available in store still. Just because like down the line, like 5 years later, I'll be like, man, I really wish I picked up that Rob Zombie Supreme Tee from like. So I might just grab this and then just keep it in the bag. Just because like, yeah, I'm a big fan of like these music collabs. I think I'm not a fan of the color. I might just go for the black one. Maybe the pink one, just because I like just the black design. Okay, so we're getting some little restocks. Damn, there's like 6 pages of this. I might have to skip a couple of items. Yeah, we got some restocks happening right now. Okay, so this Swords baseball jersey, I did not think these were gonna do bad, like this bad. I want to see if they're still sitting in store. I low-key just placed like a really low bid on it to see if I could get a sale. If I could get it under retail. Oh, only size small is there. Okay, so these are gonna sell out eventually. Once it sells out, then maybe I'll buy it online. But I placed a low bid on a small. If somebody's desperate to sell it for a little bit under retail, that's when I come in. I'm here to help you out. So if you want to make some of your money back, just let me. Because this is one of the items that I was going to go for, but I'm like, it didn't sell out. Actually, somebody got a sale for $269. But most of the time, if you place like a low bid, you're not going to hit. Like, I've gotten lucky maybe twice out of like, probably, I don't know, like over 100 bids that I've done. So the chances of hitting are not like super likely. This one here is another one that I thought was gonna sit just because the expensive retail of $158, but I might regret this one. This one's another one. I might see if they have it in store. I just didn't want to spend the $158. And then, yeah, for the bags, surprisingly, the denim ones are doing the best. I thought the camel ones were going to be doing the best. But yeah, the brown, people like the denim this season. All right, I got to scroll through a couple things, but okay, this is the one item that I was completely surprised about. The ID, I don't give a fuck, hooded sweatshirt. For some reason, people are just, they don't care about the value, they'll just pay for it. Last sale's $436 on this pink one. I don't know what size it is, but it looks like every single colorway. $350 on a sale here. This is a sweatshirt that I just don't know why people are obsessed with right now. Even the gray one, $288. It's a little bit not crazy high. Navy one is $394. So all of the colorways are just going for crazy amounts. All it pretty much says is Supreme, fuck off. I don't give a fuck. I did not think these are going to be going for this much. So to me, this is the biggest surprise of week one. Out of the entire like collection, week one, the one sleeper item has to be these zip ups. Even though Supreme zip ups are really, I like them a lot. They fit nice. I think quality's good. But I did not think these were gonna, I guess because this is all just embroidered. I haven't seen a sweatshirt like this, so maybe people think it's, yeah. Let me know if you got it, because I did not think, I thought these were gonna be like a sweatshirt that goes on sale. But this is the biggest surprise of week one. And it's only been a week already, so yeah. That one takes the top spot. Number 2 would be the tag beanies, which I knew they were gonna like sell out. I didn't know they were gonna be flipping for over double the amount. I want to see how these jeans are doing. I'm just kind of skip a couple items, unfortunately, because I could be wrong. I think these are still in store, but they're going for a little bit over retail. But someone's just listing for $210. If you sell it, you're just gonna make back your money. I'll try to click on some of these items, but I could already see the lowest ask and see that it's not worth clicking. Besides, like, look at the sweater. Lowest ask is $398, and it's actually selling for that amount. What about this sweater? I think this one's an all acrylic, so it doesn't have any wool. Ooh, there's actually a sale for $313. That's a medium. And a large has a sale, so maybe these are could be in. So this is retail for $158. I think the black one did sell out. Oh, these all sold out. So this could be. See, this is another item that I didn't think that was gonna have people profiting like over $100 on these. Navy one last sale's $354. Yeah, this is. I liked it on the tee, but I just didn't care for it on the sweatshirt. But it looks like week 1, yeah. If you wanted to make some money, then there was plenty of opportunity. You just had to know what to go for. Cardi tees, unless you got it early, sold it early. Lowest ask on some of these things, not that great. Like the rugby even has a couple high sales. This is the one item that I completely regret not grabbing online, because I thought these were gonna sit in store, are the reflective double knee pants. This might be the one regret that I do have, in this like denim colorway. When I went to Dover Street Market, I asked about them, but the biggest size they had was a 32. The thing with their like painter pants and like their double knees, they fit smaller. I even looked up the sizing chart on the website, so I guess they are technically a little bit smaller, so I'd had to get a 34. But they were also out of this colorway at Dover Street Market. They only had the black one and the red one. But red one I didn't like. Red one's not bad, but I just didn't care for it that much. Black one, but going to Dover Street Market, they didn't have it. When I went to Supreme, that was my mission, to go see if they had them. They didn't have a single one. So, and then I had my restock notifications on this whole time. They did not restock one, so these must have been kind of limited. But yeah, this is the one pair that I kind of regret, because it's like the little Supreme on the side is like one of those things where you can't really see it. The wash is nice. Yeah, this is my one regret. I do want to see where a size 34 is at. Last sale's $320. Yeah, this was, if you got it to resell, then it was a good flip. This person made $100 profit there. But this is the one item I just thought was going to restock. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to wait for a little restock and then I'll hit them. Never happened. I think they restocked maybe the black pair one time, but that happened at like 6 a.m. It's all right. I'm fine. But let's see. Black one's already doing all right. I do want to see how these collegiate zip-ups are doing, because I like this colorway a lot, but this could be sitting in store. Yeah, not a single sale. What about the mint camo colorway? $265. You make like, I don't know, $30, $40. But I'm only on page 2. I gotta speed this up. All right, let's zip off quilted bomber jackets. I think they have like a full size run on some of these. So I'm placing a low bit, like a low bid on these. See if I could hit. Because I saw them in store and I was like, these are kind of nice. But people weren't dying to go for these. All right, going through quick. Wait, let me see if the lowest ask if I'd have wanted it. I think we're just going through all the hats. Okay, restocks are actually happening right now. But it's tough to hit anything on a restock. Let's see, shirts, lowest ask, just going through. I do want to see. Yeah, it's gonna be impossible to hit on a restock because it popped up on my phone like right away and I hit add to cart and it just gave me a sold out. I do want to see how these hats are doing. Okay, no sales there. I think that might be it. I just want to talk about the ID gaff jacket, tag beanies. Oh yeah, also these zip ups. This is another sleeper item. But look at that. Last sale's 368. So if you like, people say Supreme resells dead, it's just they're not going for the right items. But it's also because it's like, say if everybody knew this was gonna resell, it just would end up not reselling it as much. That's another reason why the Cardi tees are not going for that much, because a lot of people just bought them to resell. But if like, there's a chance you, like I do this a couple times, I'll buy something for myself. Okay, one thing I literally just bought for myself was the Oasis Adidas jersey. Some things I don't buy, like the intention isn't to just buy it to sell. I bought this to keep. And then look at the last sales, $291. I ended up just selling this because I'm like, I'm going Saturday. If they have the jerseys there, that's my plan, is to go get the jerseys because I want one for myself. But I sold this. My sale isn't here, but it's I sold it at like $400. I paid $100 for this. I was like, you know what? I made a quick $250. That alone will help pay for the ticket to the show, and then I have a chance to buy another one. I bought this. I didn't think these were gonna sell. Look at these. Last sale's $333. I knew always, like, because these are sitting on the website for a good minute. If anything, obviously, like, I wish I bought more, but just so I could keep one and then just keep on selling them. But yeah, this is just like my thought process when I buy something and then I sell it, because I'm like, keep this or make a quick like $200. I could always use that money. But yeah, back to Supreme. These Knowledge Reigns zip up hoodies. The green colorway, I liked it. I like the mix of the green and the pink. I think this one worked really well. So I could see why there's high sales, but I didn't think there was gonna be like $300. I'm gonna click all. I wanna see how the other colorways are. But the stream. But yeah, that's it for the week. I think I looked at everything that I was interested in. Yeah, if you do enjoy watching this, I will have a video up of in-store cops. And yeah, hit the like button, subscribe. I do this every week, and I'll see you guys next time.